Happy Friday afternoon, everybody. I am recording this video to give you some tips because Data Lab 6 has some things I don't love about it, I'll be honest. And I just want to, if you're watching this video, you're going to get a couple free answers. And it's worth it to me just for you to listen to me talk. So starting with this first one, they tell you in the write-up at one point to treat this data like it's a sample. So when you see this list of data, they essentially say this is a sample of these condos, which means we're using things about sample proportions, sample means, everything that has to do with samples and statistics as opposed to parameters. So really the first thing I don't like about this is the reality is you're really using p hat and 1 minus p hat for these. So I just want to give you that point on that this may be better written to say p hat. So that's, I'm not giving you that answer, but that's the deal. This is the first one I want to give you. So really, because you don't know p, you couldn't possibly calculate n times p or n times 1 minus p. So actually all these p's should be written as p hats, as the way they're written here. And the reason why is all you can really do to figure out this is called the success failure condition, which says we need at least 10 successes, which would be yes, and at least 10 failures, which would be a no here. So it turns out in this list, there are a total of, and you can count them, but there's a couple different ways you can do it. And since you're going to need this anyway, I'm going to say proportion stats, one sample with data. Let me quick remind myself, this is for variable river PMI. It didn't define success. That's a yes. So as you can see here, there are 19 yeses in that list out of 32, which means the other 32 minus 19, 13 have to be no's. So 19 yeses, 13 no's make up that total. And you can literally hand count them from the column if you want. So the right answer on number 2 is this one, because there are 19 successes and 21, I'm sorry, no, not this one. Keep watching, don't pause it. 19 yeses, 13 no's. So that's at least 10 successes, at least 10 failures. We're good to go. So that's just a freebie on that one, excuse me. Even more frustrating than the fact they don't put the p hats on these is the fact that they do all of a sudden say, is it NP hat or NP? And actually, this one is the right answer, NP hat. So I would imagine all of you are confused if you've been saying NP up till now, why NP? This literally says what the other thing says, that these are both over 10. So this is going to be the correct one. And I just want to give you that one for free because it's really frustrating. But from there, I'm going to stop and just say you're working with a sample. So that means you don't know the population proportion, or sorry, the population standard deviation for any of the quantitative variables. So think about what that means as far as which distribution to use. And besides that, I think the rest of it is, they're all reasonable. And as long as you know that you're working with a sample, I actually withdrew the last question because the wording differences are so subtle that it's not even worth it. So there you go. Out of 6 questions, I gave you a whole one of them, a part of them, and removed another. So that should get you started well. So good luck. Have a good weekend and enjoy Data Lab 6, everybody.